Welcome back. We're Bourbon Junkies.
2 different bottles today. Both from Smokeye Hill. John's mic's off.
I'm gonna actually turn my mic on. All right.
We are going to drink 2 whiskeys we've never had on this channel ever before, and they are both from Smokeye Hill.
Yeah.
So, this is the cask strength, is my understanding. Yep, 131 proof.
Okay.
This is a Smokeye Hill straight bourbon whiskey, 93 proof. They are both made with blue corn. I believe that this was the one that Minnick really liked. Was it last year or something, I think? The barrel proof one. I don't know if it was a single barrel or what it was, but I think it was like a really high 2023 or something like that. That's heavy as hell. All right.
That is. It's like pewter.
Cool bottle shape, different bottle shape. Hefty bottle shape. Weighs a shit ton.
It's like a jug.
This is something that they did send us on the record. Smokeye Hill sent us these bottles.
Okay. Great bourbon whiskey.
This one's been open for a few weeks because I took this somewhere that I went one night while it was sealed, and I was like, yeah, we'll just pour it there. So
Made
I've had this
from a
one.
proprietary mash of heirloom blue corn, yellow corn, rye, and malted barley.
It's just bourbon mash billets. So it's bourbon with blue corn instead of what's normal, like just a normal yellow, I'm assuming.
Exclusively distilled for Hazelwood Spirits in Lawrenceburg, Indiana.
Well, it smells fantastic.
So, MGP. Barrel aged and bottled in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Wait, MGP distilled that?
It says it
With
is.
blue corn instead of yellow?
It says exclusively distilled for Hazelwood Spirits Co. in Lawrenceburg, Indiana.
So they're contract distilling this at MGP.
A little chilly in here,
That's
by the way.
kind of cool.
Because it is negative out in Michigan, and we have split units in here. They don't work when it's cold out. So we have a tiny little electric heater over there, pumping out heat for it in here.
If I'm being honest. That smells fantastic. That, man, I can't imagine what that's like warm, because that smells awesome.
Warm. It smells a little dusty, like corn dust.
That's just like really, just bourbon. That is caramel.
Stereotypical bourbon, yeah.
I'll drink this one after and see what the difference is between the two here. But, well, the color's significantly different, that's for sure.
We say 90 proof
93.
and 130 or whatever. Yeah, that's bourbon right there. This just smells literally like MGP bourbon. I wouldn't think it's anything different than like a normal 36 rye MGP.
That's really good, actually. I bet that's not super expensive either. Let me look this up.
It's way thicker than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, that's actually pretty damn good.
This is really good, honestly. Like, there's no fault in that.
It doesn't taste young at all.
Normal bourbon. It tastes like a 6-year bourbon. When people ask, what's bourbon taste like? This.
So this one is, the barrel proof one, it says, is at least 5.
Okay.
Proof varies batch to batch. Aged in new American white oak, 30 and 53 gallons. That's interesting. This was bourbon of the year for the 2024 Ascots. This one was the barrel proof.
Okay. I mean, it's
I like
simple.
that.
It's
That's
pretty
good.
crushable. There's just a little bit of that dry corn meal that I get in the back end of this.
I don't get that,
Only
but mine's still a little cold.
Only complaint. But, I mean, that's looking for a fault in it. But there's nothing wrong with it, honestly. Pretty good. Good for you guys.
Yeah, it's 60 to 80s.
Would like to try this, though.
That's where I'm looking.
It's a little warmer.
Well, that's been in this room.
Well, this room was fucking freezing 2 minutes ago.
That's really solid. Honestly, if that's $60, that's really solid.
Yeah, but then you're also, you got to figure you're competing with stuff like Row Series.
That competes with half the row for me.
Yeah.
It competes with the low proof rows for me. So 1897.
Okay. Yeah.
1870.
Yep.
This would compete with those though for me, truthfully.
But this
It's just solid.
I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with it. I don't get the cornmeal-y thing. I don't get youth on it. Like I think I was expecting some youth.
I just get it in the finish.
Okay,
It's like a light little sprinkle of that. But
I get
overall,
like
pretty dang solid.
powdered sugar, confectionery sugar, vanilla, caramel. That's bourbon. If you want bourbon, that is bourbon.
With a smidge of cherry in
Might
there.
be the least offensive bourbon I've ever had in my life.
Glass.
This smells
was a damn
phenomenal.
truck,
Holy
so it is
shit.
cold.
Oh my gosh. That smells like a monster.
Ooh.
So I'm assuming this is MGP as well then.
This is citrusy.
So I see it's blue and yellow corn. Man, you know what? Maybe blue corn's a trick. Red corn we know is not it.
Bloody Butcher.
Bloody Butcher, same shit. Not it.
That is just the most unoffensive bourbon
This
ever.
smells awesome.
Like that doesn't. What's the? There's no way.
131.
130. That feels like it's been put through a Brita filter.
Well, this isn't spicy either. I
Yeah.
mean, it's low proof, but there's no spice on it at all. No baking spice, no like high-rise
No.
spice, no.
There's nothing like that in the cask strength either. It's just so mellow.
This smells awesome. Molasses, caramel, brown sugar.
It's so
This is
unoffensive.
fantastic on the nose. This smells like a good Stag Junior to me.
Oh, nah, it ain't dark enough. I don't get any of the like stewy, jammy fruits that I get off a lot of the Stags.
I know, but some of them don't have that. Some of the ones last year, remember the one was like a spicy cherry?
No.
One was like a bright red fruit,
that
like
cola,
almost E.H.
yeah.
Taylor-y. Oh, that's good. That's definitely worth $80 if you can get that for $80. It's a little warm on the back, is it? I mean, it should be. That's fantastic for $80. Most of the shit over 80 wouldn't beat that. So,
I get a little bit of proof burn at the end.
oh my gosh. It's got like a raisin note back there, like a dark fruit.
I don't get that at all. I don't get any like dark fruit on it. I get a little bit of orange, some chocolate in there, maybe like a cappuccino note, which is weird. Because it is very sugary and sweet. But I don't get any, like, I don't think it's the most complex thing in the world. I think what's there is really good though.
Yeah, but that's in
$80.
theory 6-year-old bourbon. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'll give that A- on the
At
cask
$80,
strength.
I go A-. On this, I would go
Flat B for me.
B-ish range.
Yeah. This doesn't really do it too much for me. This is really good though. I know people hate smooth, but that is smooth.
That is really good.
It's delightful for 130.
Dark, I just get a lot of sugar. Like a lot of molasses, caramel, brown
Both
sugar.
of these feel hyper sweet,
Man,
like sugary.
that's fantastic.
It's okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. What's the downside to it?
It just, I don't know, man. Like,
Nothing.
It just doesn't grab me like I feel like 130 proof bourbon should. Like
But that's
I,
good.
I know.
It doesn't hurt
It's
you.
just- I want to be hurt.
That's a good thing.
I want to be hurt.
That's great. That's fantastic. That's
I love it.
130 proof. It drinks like a 120. And the flavors are awesome. And there's enough flavors. It's not one note either. I like that. This is one note. There's a lot of water in that. You know what I mean? Like that's just a stereotypical classic bourbon. This is far more interesting. I don't know which batch it is. I don't know how to tell. It's 131 proof. So, but I don't know
If
what
that narrows
batch.
it down for you. Well, if any of the other batches are as good as that one, you'll be fine buying
Yeah, I would buy this.
that. 100%.
I would definitely buy this one. If I was gonna give whiskey to somebody who wasn't a whiskey person, I'd buy that one.
Yeah.
If I wanted really good bourbon, I'd buy this one.
I don't know their distribution or anything like that.
Me neither.
I can say I've never seen that in like any of the Total Wines or anything. So
Man, I don't know that you would
We're out
like.
of Colorado,
Yeah,
so
I don't know that this would stick out on a shelf.
not at all. For
You know
me.
what I'm saying? Like we may have walked by that and never known.
The
truthfully.
jug, the
But
Juggo whiskey.
that is cool. I really like this one a lot because this fits my flavor
If you have
profile
small
really
hands, you're
well.
gonna hate this bottle.
Yeah, that's true. They're huge.
Because
The
she a
diameter's
chunky gal.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
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 I'd imagine stacking that on shelves, people don't love that either.
No.
Because you're like, oh, you get to take up one
It
and a half.
weighs as much, like the glass weighs as much as
Yeah.
all the liquid
Oh
inside.
yeah,
'cause
for
this
sure.
is heavy.
Yeah, heavy as shit. Well, that one's also heavy as shit.
They're almost the same weight,
Yeah, I believe that.
but then like normal glass.
Yeah,
Like, all right.
yeah. That's fantastic. Thank you to Smokeye for sending these.
You know, I'm just gonna walk around. I'm gonna
They're
just do
good.
my grip strings training. Just walk around like this.
Yeah, because you can't get your hands around
Yeah,
them.
you just gotta.
It's like palming a ball.
Yeah, you got to. Thank you for sending that. That's great.
Yeah, that's really good. Man, Blue Corn's a lot better than some of the other options there.
Maybe it's like 1%.
Hey, 1% Bloody Butchers, 1% too many.
Much.